Hello everyone and welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. In today's video, I thought I would just take you along as we work on some outdoor house projects. This springtime weather has been amazing. We just want to spend every day outside, so I thought I'd just film what we're working on outside this week. And I'll start off by showing a few glimpses of our morning routine, and then we will get started on some outdoor projects. I'm going to be making a homemade pizza for lunch today, and I've been making this pizza every week, if not twice a week lately, because the crust is so delicious and easy. It's a sourdough crust, and I'll link the recipe down below if you want to try it. I'm just getting everything mixed together here, kneading the dough, and then this dough will rise until lunchtime. Hello everyone, so I'm excited to be working outside today, starting to get everything ready for springtime. The warm weather is finally here to stay. It looks like it should be in the 80s for the next 2 weeks. The last couple of weeks it kept getting really warm, and then it would drop back down and get really cold again. And it got down to 30 degrees the other night, so Jalen and I were running around outside, covering up my little apple tree and running a sprinkler on my pomegranate bush. We've had to cover up everything and run sprinklers twice so far this spring, but it looks like everything survived. We've got little tiny apricots on the apricot tree. The apple tree is still covered in blooms. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I want to work on the front of our little barn, and I want to start off by replanting a bush in that planter box. So yesterday we were in Lowe's and we went into their garden center, and they had just restocked with so many beautiful flowers and bushes. So I will go ahead and show that footage from when we were in town yesterday at Lowe's and Cow Ranch, and then we'll come back and get started on the front of the barn. Okay, so here is everything that I got at Lowe's. This first bush is a lilac bush, and I'm really hoping that it does well because I love lilacs. They smell amazing. This one is called an Old Glory lilac, and they had quite a few of these. They're only $39 and a really decent height for that price. This little bush is going in front of the barn, and it's covered in these beautiful pink flowers, and then these two are for the back porch, and it looks like they should get covered in a variety of different little flowers: purple, yellow, orange. I got a bag of garden soil, and then lastly I was needing a little garden shovel, and they had this one for only $4. It's got a charcoal colored shovel with a wooden handle. Okay, so I was wanting to freshen up the front of this little barn for springtime by planting a new bush, getting everything clean, and then restaining these doors. We had given this barn a complete makeover 2 years ago, and we built these 2 wooden sliding doors for the front and stained and sealed them. Well, now after 2 years of hot Arizona sun, rain, and everything, the stain had worn off these doors significantly, so I wanted to quickly restain them, and then once they were completely dry, we'd reseal them with an exterior sealer. This really didn't take that long, and the front of the barn looks so much better with the freshly stained doors and this beautiful bush. So if you're new here, my husband does run a small chicken egg farm on our property, and so most of the inside of this barn has turned into an egg processing room. So he has a cool room in there and an egg washing machine and tables for packaging eggs. So if you want to see more details about our setup and the chickens, I will link a video down below that goes into more detail about all of that. And I'll also link these tracks that we used for the sliding doors. These tracks were a very affordable price on Amazon, and we've been using them on the outside of this building for almost 3 years now, and they've held up great. We've also really loved this solar powered barn light, and it has never given us any issues. I ordered this off of Amazon as well. It was pretty difficult to find a solar powered barn light, so I was really excited to find this one, and it looks really cute here on the front of the barn. Back when we first did this makeover, the barn didn't have any electricity, but I still wanted to have a light on the front, so this worked out perfect, and it does have a sensor, so it comes on as soon as it gets dark and then shuts off when the sun comes up. Okay, so I'm getting the pizza ready to bake, and once you have the dough on the pan, you will put that into the oven for about 7 minutes is what I did. I have done 10 minutes before if you want it to get really crunchy. I think in the recipe she only does about 5 minutes, so it just depends on how crunchy you want your crust to be. But after that crust bakes for a couple minutes, then you take it out of the oven and put on your sauce, your cheese, and all of your toppings. If you bake with sourdough, you have to try this pizza recipe. It's easy, delicious. The whole family loves it. We are going to eat lunch out on the back porch, and then I will get started planting the flowers into these smaller pots. We'll plant that lilac bush, and then we have some things to get done on the carport. We have a new shed to build, so a lot more happening in this video. Stay tuned for that. Just got these flowers planted in these 2 little pots that I keep here on the back porch by the steps. These little pots are from Article, and I've really loved them, except lately, especially this one pot has just kind of got this stained look to the side that we can't wash off, so not sure what's going on there. But the other pot looks perfectly fine, and I really love these pots. They're so pretty. Okay, so now we're going to plant this lilac bush right here in this empty area. This bush used to be grown over this whole area, so you couldn't really see the electrical and the AC unit, and we used to have a huge tree over here. But if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that 2 years ago we had a huge storm, and this tree fell over on top of this whole area, smashed half the bush, and this fell down. We had to rebuild that. So this has kind of been a blank space ever since, and it just really needs something. So I'm hoping this lilac bush will take off, and if it does well, I might end up planting a second one right beside of it.
Daddy is digging. Daddy's digging. Digging? Oh, there's a root.
I had been wanting to swap out the doormat at this back door, and I found this one on Amazon. The brown stripes are turf, so it's supposed to be really easy to clean and durable. The rugs I had here previously were not easy to clean and held a lot of dirt, so I'm hoping this doormat will work out a lot better. We are working at cleaning up this carport. I cleaned up the back door area, and now we are loading up all of these boxes and going to haul these to our new shed. This is all leftover furniture from that whole house makeover that we recently completed, and also some items for other upcoming projects, and we've really been needing a dedicated space to store items like this that we want to keep on hand for makeovers and projects. So last week we had built this 8x6 shed, and we decided the best place to put it would be here by our shop. So we started off by making a level area for the shed, and then started the whole building process, piecing together the floor and then adding the sides, metal roof frame, doors. This shed is from Patio Well, and a huge thank you to Patio Well for sponsoring today's video. Patio Well offers a variety of different outdoor sheds to choose from. They have large metal sheds and plastic sheds. This shed that we're building has interlocking panels and reduces assembly time by requiring fewer screws. It has a lifetime warranty, free shipping, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. I also love that they plant one tree for every order placed from their website. This whole building process took us about 3 hours, and we were pretty impressed with the end result. This is going to be the perfect little building for storing the furniture and home items that we collect for YouTube videos. And this building does have a vent design that ensures good circulation, and it's durable for all seasons and weather resistant. So if you want to check out this shed and all of the sheds that Patio Well offers, I will have their links down below, and you can get 21% off with my code Hannah21. Okay, so the last thing we wanted to get done on this carport was to finally put a door handle on this door. We had removed the handle off of this door when we were doing that office makeover for my brother-in-law. We didn't have time to order a new door handle for that room, and so we just grabbed the door handle off of this door as we were leaving to go and finish up that office makeover. So ever since then, this door has not had a handle, and we had 2 leftover handles from that recent whole house makeover. So we installed both of those handles on these 2 doors on the patio. That way they would match, and also you can lock these handles with a key, so that is going to be nice to have. Good morning, everyone. So it is now 2 days later, and today we are going to continue working outside. It's a Friday morning, and this morning I want to weed this front flower bed. I already had weeded just about this corner area the other day, but I need to continue on, and then Jalen is also going to mow this front yard. So about 2 years ago, we did all of the landscaping around this house, especially here in the front. It was quite the transformation. We added all of this gravel and this concrete curb, and then we planted all of these bushes. We planted some cactus. We've got some ocotillo down here, which ocotillo does very good in southern Arizona. It's a plant that can live in the desert. It can survive drought. So it's an easy plant to have planted out front here, as well as the cactus is an easy plant. And then I've got quite a few Texas sage bushes around the house. We have the whole back porch lined with Texas sage bushes, and I planted a few out front here as well because they are a very hardy bush. They have thrived here at our house, so when I find something that thrives here at our house, I'm going to plant it everywhere, because sometimes it can be hard to keep plants alive here in Arizona. Okay, so now we're gonna work at cleaning the back porch, and the back porch doesn't need like a huge spring cleaning just because we have been keeping it fairly clean throughout the last couple of months over the winter time, and so we just have to do a quick cleaning out here today. And I looked out here this morning and realized that these flowers in the 2 little pots are blooming. They are so pretty and such a variety of colors, purple, yellow, orange. Hopefully these just spread out and grow down over the pot. So I was not going to pressure wash any of this furniture or the cushions today. I just wanted to wipe down everything. Like I said, it just needed a quick cleaning. So I had this bucket of hot water and I was just using a microfiber cloth to clean everything. I had some multi-surface cleaner and I dumped that bucket out and filled it up with fresh water about 3 times during this cleaning. This is just an easy way to do a quick cleaning on the back porch, is to just have a bucket of water and a cloth that I can just dip the cloth in the bucket and clean it and just wipe everything down. Everything on this back porch can get covered in dust pretty quickly because we are in Arizona, and also because it's springtime, and springtime in Arizona is always very windy. We are still in that windy season. It is starting to taper off a little bit and hopefully the wind will end here soon. So the only thing that I will be pressure washing is this rug that's under the dining room table. It had quite a few spots on it, and so it just needed to be taken out to the yard and pressure washed. Okay, so our hot tub area was in need of a little TLC. These planter boxes that we had made were starting to fall apart a little bit. This smaller one had completely fell apart during some strong wind that we had the other day, and then the larger one was just starting to come apart. So Jalen fixed both of the planter boxes. They should be very sturdy now and shouldn't come apart again. And then we refilled them with gravel. I added in those faux plants, and these faux plants are from Amazon and also Hobby Lobby, and I just decided to do faux plants in these planters because it's easy. I don't have to worry about keeping anything alive, and these do look really realistic. And then we cleaned the hot tub cover, and now this area is looking a lot better, and that rug was dry out in the yard, so we could put that back on the porch, get the table put back and all of the chairs, and now the entire back porch is looking refreshed and ready for spring and summertime. So I had been working at prepping some sourdough bread throughout the day, and that was ready to bake, so I was getting that in the oven. And then I also had some pinto beans cooking in the crock pot all day, and I was going to make homemade refried beans. It's really easy to make your own homemade refried beans. You just add a little olive oil and seasoning to the beans before blending them, and I just blend those with my immersion blender, and then I'll just store them in the fridge and we can pull them out throughout the week for an easy meal. For lunch that day, I fried up some tortillas and we had some little refried bean tacos. So that is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and just coming along over these couple of days as we worked on some outdoor projects. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye!